Radio. Who needs a radio? Mock. Yeah. Ing. Yeah. Bird. Yeah.
Master Robin. Oh, you lost your arms in battle, but you grew some nice boobs.
Yo, Rumfield!
I'm a mark. Half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend.
Here goes. I sped. I followed too closely. I ran a stop sign. I almost hit a Chevy. I sped some more. I failed to yield at a crosswalk. I changed lanes in the intersection. I changed lanes without signaling while running a red light and speeding.
If you can see, the numbers all go to 11.
Does that mean it's louder?
Well, it's one louder.
I'll do one. I'll do one. I'll do one.
Sometimes I wish I
Live interviews, live games,
live music
with the local musicians you love.
This is DTPtv,
and you're tuning in now.
What's going on, Deviates? This is DTPtv here, hanging out, Deviate the Plan, hanging out with the crew of our entourage here. We've got some folks in the background you can see, joined here by Murder the Crow, Stan from Open Mic. I got Jake here.
Wi-Fi.
Doctor. We're back on. That was just a that was a brief interruption due to some internet connectivity. We got some storms going on here. Luckily, we were able to get everybody rounded together, but we got some crazy storms going into the area, so I guess there was something going on with our internet connection. But we're back on here. DTPtv is live. So we're joined in here by our buddies here in Cruel Curses. We've got them here to the left. So we're going to jump into some interview action with these guys here in just a little bit. Maybe ask some questions, maybe play a game or so, and get to the main event, which is a live music performance in studio here. So,
Jeez, Tyler.
who's goofing around on their phone over there, Tyler? Come on, man. Show some respect. Quiet on the set.
I don't do that stuff.
So yeah, DTPtv, we're here to do some live interviews with bands in the local community. We want to put a spotlight on these guys who are out here doing awesome things. Let's go ahead and kick it off. So Cruel Curses in the house. Why don't you tell me who are we with here? Who do we got? Who do we got in the lineup here?
All right, I am Brian Scott. I played the drums.
I'm Ryan. I sing and pretend to play guitar. I'm Jeff. I play bass.
I'm Nick, and I also play guitar. Oh wait, shit, I can't catch it.
Can't catch what?
I can't
The
catch
camera.
Just point at both at the same time.
Yeah, that's ooh, and it zooms.
There's my AV light.
Hey,
It's a
Tony,
Canon, girl.
that
Can
is
we
what's
curse?
up.
Are we allowed to curse?
Let me tell you what.
What are the rules?
There
This
are
is
Facebook
crap.
Live, man. You can talk about whatever you want.
DTPtv.
No, man.
Don't
No,
talk
no,
about
no.
DTPtv.
No curses. What?
Second rule: don't talk about Fight Club.
I didn't come here to not swear.
All right.
The first
Not
rule of
TV.
DTPtv is that you don't talk about
Not TV.
So-
not TV.
We'll fix that in editing. You can cuss as much as you want. We'll beep it all out.
Which they've been doing a lot of breaking the rules because they've been sharing the shit out of this stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, people don't like to do that.
Which
Don't like to do that.
Well, why? You're gonna give up your time, man, to spotlight us. We're
what we
just a
say.
local band, man. We want to make sure that people come in and see what you guys are doing. We appreciate it. We feel love.
We appreciate the mutual love. So we're here with Cool Curses, and so we said Brian, Ryan,
R-Y-E-N. That helps.
Jeff, and Nick. So as far as the band is concerned, how did the band come to be? I know Nick from Sahi. Like everybody knows you from Sahi.
Well, thank you.
Wow, man.
And you guys have been around for how long?
3 years.
You can say three.
3, 4.
Yeah.
3.
Okay, and so how long? Like it's to me, and this could just be my perception. It seems like you guys just kind of recently burst onto things. I hadn't personally heard of Cool Curses myself probably until about 2017, maybe 2016ish.
That's pretty much.
Is that
when we
around the
started.
time frame, or
Yeah.
has it been a little
That's
before that?
accurate.
Yeah, because we started getting together probably in 2015. I think we started trying to find people, and that was just a long, arduous process of finding drummers and
So many drummers.
bass players and.
Drummers suck.
Yeah, man.
Drummers suck.
You can find a shitty drummer, no problem.
Yeah.
If you can find a good drummer, a shitty drummer's going to make your band bad. So, no matter how good your guitar player is.
I know we're
Nick.
bad.
Is that what our problem is?
Is that what our problem
You
is?
got work to do, man.
Is that why I don't have music out?
Yeah.
damn, ganging up on drummer. But so we didn't really start playing until 2016, but I think it took about another year for us to start anybody giving a shit. Relative.
Word.
So
Cool.
yeah.
So how'd you guys round up as a band? Or what'd you guys find each other?
I knew them all from different projects. I had a band prior called Beautiful Corpses. Something going on? What's happening? We got bird signals.
Nope, we're good.
Okay, good. I'm just
producer
we're good.
talk
All
over
right.
here. Thanks for ruining it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The illusion is shattered.
All right, Beautiful Corpses.
So I had an old band. I had an old project called Beautiful Corpses, and that dissolved. And I made some demos, and I was like trying to find some people, and went through and jammed with some guys, and then I finally got with Nick and our first bass player Kyle.
Hey, that's me.
That's you.
And then we looked for about 4 months to find a drummer, and that was a long story. It was painful. And we finally found Brian, because I'd seen Brian play in a band before called The Best Day Ever, and then they turned into Children of Orion. So I kind of was like, hey man, you want to play drums? He's like, I can. I'm doing this cover band thing. I'm like, all right. And then one night, I think I just texted him or something. I'm like, hey man, or he texted me. He's like, hey man, is that gig still available? I'm like, I don't know, man. I'll let you know. So it kind of worked out that way. And then we had Kyle, our first bass player, for a while. And then he wanted to go to college and do some other stuff. And we got a guy named Steve. Steve was in the band for about 8 months. And then we got Mr. Wright, Jeff Briggs.
Lucky number 3.
And Jeff's been in the band for a year and almost a half.
And so this iteration of the lineup's been together for how long?
Year and a half.
Yeah,
Year and a half.
Yeah. But the three of us, like when I say 3 years, it's pretty much since he joined. So we just
Well, like longevity in a band is a good thing.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it adds to the aspect
hard,
of
dude.
being able to gel.
It is, but it's worth it.
yeah.
That's good.
What the fuck? Stop! Stop looking at me like that.
Talking about
Very
me.
distracting.
He's a beautiful man. I can't help it. I look at him. He's like,
David?
look at him.
I know.
Look at him. He's just sitting there with his
just
come
all
hither
really
lips. Knock it off!
Did you do your hair just for this?
What?
Did you do your hair just for this?
This is Crow Curses,
Yeah, come
guys.
on. So did Tyler. So
Great.
Yeah.
Cool curses.
All right, sorry.
So you
Cool
said
Durkins.
you started. So you were running the cover band thing for a while.
I was bouncing around. I actually went to music school. I did classical percussion, and actually that's my day job. I teach elementary music. So I dance in a circle with kids that pee on the floor if they don't let
Dude,
it go every 20 minutes.
if I didn't have a restraining order, I would do it
I
too.
heard that's a felony in California.
It is. Everything's a felony. in
Anyhow,
California.
yeah,
Being on
so
the
I
floor
was with the
in
cover
California
band.
is a felony. Being on the floor.
No. Being
did I
around
hear?
children who are peeing on the floor is a felony.
Oh, okay.
As it should be.
There's a line there.
Right, damn it. So, anyhow,
Protect our children
keep it in the back.
from
Let the man
communists.
speak.
Let the man
Let
speak.
the man
Okay.
speak.
Hold on real quick. As a disclaimer, usually he cuts everybody else off, so now we're just fucking him up on live TV.
That's not how I've seen it.
Anyhow.
He cuts everyone else off.
Yeah.
You, my friend.
Oh, I talk a lot. Don't
You're
worry.
good. Okay.
Anyhow, so I was finishing up music school, and I was playing in a cover band called Bad Apple, which turned sour, pun intended. And then anyhow, that's when he reached out to me. That couldn't work. I finally got done with school, and the cover band thing didn't work out, and that's when I called him back, and magically worked out. Because actually, it's such a small world. Beautiful Corpses, the lead guitar player, is my brother-in-law, and we ended up playing a show where his band was playing, my band was playing. That's how we met each other, and that's how we learned about each other. So we kind of just been, I guess, circling each other until it was right.
Yeah.
So for at least me and Ryan.
It is a very small world. Like,
It
so,
is.
So Murder the Crows drummer Sven and I were in a cover band together before they did that. This guy and I were in the same cover band, but at different times, and never knew it until we joined the band together here.
That's
Yeah, man, I
hilarious.
used to be in this cover band, Tanya's titties, and what, you two? Shit!
Well, that's kind of how it was.
Yeah.
Titties?
There's this dude. There's
I
this
was
dude who
Ariola on the
always.
left.
So there's this dude who is in my ear about this guitarist. Oh, you gotta hear about this guitarist. He's really awesome. Yeah. And then there's the same guy was in his ear about this bassist. And
I was like, no, I got
we
that
had
guitarist.
never gotten together in that band, although that dude like had intended for that to happen. And then once that unraveled and this happened, we were both kind of talking about how we came together. And
That's awesome.
We like both occurred. It was a while to sing.
It
So
is.
yes,
It's cool,
the
man.
world
It's
is
cool how
very
you can
small.
run in circles with people, you know? It's like, you
It's
just
a
never
small-
know who
it's
you're
a
going to
small
run into.
community.
It's that 6 degrees thing. You know?
Kevin Bacon, man. Kevin Bacon
It
was
is
in the
a
band at
small
one point,
community.
actually.
Kevin
So.
He still is. They're called the Bacon Brothers.
No, he was
in
in
their
he was
band.
in
He's in
Cool
your
Curses.
band?
Yeah, he couldn't hack it.
Not good enough.
No.
He pulled an Invisible Man.
His
or whatever it
sizzle
was.
wasn't good enough.
Oh, jeez.
Everybody's
So.
Now
so
we're cured.
You're so funny.
In the band right now, and now correct me if I'm wrong, Nick, are you the only one doing the 2-band thing? So you play with
Yes.
Sahi. Now, how do you balance that? How does that work out
It's
for
pretty
you?
easy. You just,
Is it easy?
okay.
So, okay, all right.
Right, throw that shit up.
Next question. Next question.
Okay, wrap it up.
When you got as much
Are
energy
you
as
going to
him,
give me
it's
a
probably
serious
easy.
response, man?
This isn't a true or false question thing. You can
False.
elaborate.
Yes.
I mean, you're just devoted to both things, and like first come first serve really kind of thing works here. So if I have a gig, I can't gig with them, and if I'm gigging with them, I can't gig with the other guys, and that's worked out so far. And also it helps with temperament with these guys and the guys in Sahi. No one's like, oh, well, this band is more important. Go go blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that any of them talk like, well, maybe Dave. Well, anyway, but yeah, it's just like not being a child and understanding what your responsibilities are, and you hack it out. You know what I mean?
So it sounds like everybody's kind of got a level head about it, kind of keeping egos at the door. That's good.
That's what I'm saying.
That's cool.
None of them are jealous of me being in that band, and none of them are jealous about me being in this band. You know?
Very cool.
And that, again, it's just being adult.
Yeah.
You know?
Energy doesn't hurt, right?
Oh, the energy is great.
The energy is amazing, dude.
Nick's got enough energy for
Red
6
Bull. You know
bands.
Red Bull?
We
I
can
love
feel
Red
a
Bull.
small city in Africa. Like just power clips to the
Red
nipples.
Bull.
Like,
Every city in Holland is
I would
powered
not
by
want to
Nick.
see this man on a Red Bull.
I've
though.
never seen him sit that still.
Man. Oh, let's
No.
go running sometime, man.
I'm
Let me
gonna
tell
build
you.
a house like, right now.
I can see in 9 different dimensions.
We've only gone 4 miles. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on.
40 more.
Faster, faster, faster.
Right.
So speaking about energy on stage, man, like obviously you bring it. There's like no question about that.
We can't
The
compete
rest
with
of
them.
you
We
guys,
try.
yeah.
So like what?
That
But like
guy.
what I want to know is like what drives that? Like what fuels that? Like what's underlying that pushes that?
balls.
to-
Are you just asking him like we don't do
Well,
anything?
well, no. This is
Everyone's like, he's got a lot of energy. Yeah, you guys. I'm like, dude, I just bent backwards like 87 degrees. I'm trying.
This is a question.
I'm
for,
fat.
This is a question really like the group can chime in on. I mean, when you're rocking on stage, like the energy shows. Like what comes from underneath that drives that? Like what would you say is the motivating factor underneath it all?
I guess the music. We kind of do that at practice. I mean, what you see of him on stage, he's doing that in practice.
Yeah.
So it's not just for you guys. No offense.
Yeah, I'm excited about what we're playing, and I legitimately like what we're playing, and that just moves me. So
That,
You know
but
what I mean?
also, honestly, it's just who wants to see four guys stare at their fucking shoes and
that
play
too.
riffs
That
that
too,
they're
you know?
supposed to sell you, that are supposed to be badass, right?
Yeah.
If we want to make our shit look cool, I can't be like, yeah, man, this song's called blah, blah, blah," and then I just stare at my feet, and everyone's like, well, that was all right.
I mean, that's true, but you guys wouldn't have the ability to stand still if you wanted to.
No.
Yeah,
So you're not really doing that for them. You're doing it
And
for
he's
you.
definitely,
If
the.
someone told them they were going to get paid $1 million to do a show, I think they'd stand.
Well,
pretty
they do
fucking still.
they do an acoustic fucking set.
But you would have to pay us to stand still.
But it's fun, right?
But he said.
Sorry.
Did he make it? Did he make it?
It made it.
That boy got hands.
The cameras on it, but it
What
went
just
in.
happened?
Take that, Kaepernick. Wait, what does he play? Are we not doing that yet? Okay.
Made it.
Kaepernick?
Go.
You just did.
Go.
Can we all at once? Ready?
Go! Run and slide. No,
Salamander.
There's the one guy in the distance. Oh.
All right, sorry. Yeah, so it's just like, why would you want to go and watch a band stare at their feet? I mean, it depends on your music, right? If you're playing like Sleepy Chris Isaac, shit, yeah, he's not going to be like, it's Chris Isaac and then break his guitar or anything. But,
Yeah, my pet peeve with regards to people on stage is the fretboard. Don't stare at your fretboard.
Right.
Dude, I can't.
Look at it for
I like
reference.
but I'm blinded by sweat.
No,
Do you have that problem?
You can take peeks. It's fine because you always gotta kind of like readjust. But like nobody wants to see a guy just like, hey, here I am.
My fingers are pretty, right?
Come on,
My cuticles.
right. Bring your crowd into it with you. Like,
That's what
let
you gotta
them-
do, man.
Let them see that you're there for them with them.
I mean, I think the short answer is like, you give them a CD, they can listen to it.
Yeah.
When they go to see you live, cool.
They wanna see
play
you.
your that's
They wanna
right.
see you.
So if
That's all.
I just stood there, if he just stood there, if he
Right.
just was like, this is a cool beat, I guess. I don't know. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
I don't.
Look
well,
like you
it.
like your music because you like your music.
Shit.
I think
well, and I don't
That's
know.
a
very
refrigerator
fair.
magnet.
And selfishly, I don't know. Selfishly for me, I could have like the shittiest week, but when we have like that 30-minute set, that is my 30 minutes. Like the other 6.5 days just melts away, and I am gone. And that's just important. I could have the most shit week. Dog died, grandma died, girlfriend ran away. Doesn't matter. Like I could write country song, but anyhow, but like in that 35 minutes, I'm playing. It's me, and I get to go in my bubble.
Speaking of which,
I love it.
Saturday we'll get that 30 minutes at the Brass Mug.
Oh, cheap plug.
With Polar Summer.
Cheap plug.
Coming the home. The band, the bing pong.
That camera's broken. That camera's broken, but feel free to. Sorry. You can hold that pose as long
Brass
as you
Mug,
want.
come to the Brass Mug and see us play live.
Otherworld.
Listen, really quick. One quick second here. So Polar Summer, they're back on.
He's doing it himself. I think Brent's going solo right now. I think he's been playing with some stuff. So
cool.
That's what happens when
badass music,
the polar caps melt. You got to do it by yourself.
I like Polar Summer songs, and I like Brent, so hopefully that works out well.
It's different though.
For him.
The new music is different than Polar Summer was.
I'm sure he's
Have you heard it?
But I haven't heard it.
Have you heard it?
Yeah, I've heard it. It's awesome.
Stan is the one guy that like hears everything before everything.
So it's more like Polar Fall.
Trees, man.
Like Stan truly is the
Autumn
glue
trip.
of it all. Stan's the glue, I think.
Love me some Stan.
I love
really like Stan.
All day long.
Oh my god.
Deviate the Stan.
I like horror better.
Deviate the Stan.
Cruel Stan. Stan curses.
Stan curses.
Stan Gia.
Deviate the curses.
Murder the Stan.
Murder Stan.
Stan Gia.
Murder the Stan. I love it.
So all right. So Nick said you gotta go up on stage and act like you love your music. I think we can all agree with
Don't
that.
act like you do.
That's hard sometimes.
Actually do.
That's really hard.
That's a challenging thing.
It's a
Yeah, because
challenging
you don't want
thing.
to come off arrogant, right?
You've heard the
I'm
song.
so good!
Or when you've heard the same song 20,000 times, you're like, oh, we don't like it, but people do. Let's play it. No, it's I agree with that. And then speaking of that,
You guys have
speaking
people
of,
who like your songs?
I know.
No,
We got three. We got like one dude in Canada, one guy in
I paid
Arizona.
these guys to come. Checks in the mail.
Yeah. So, speaking of music that you guys have going on, an album just recently came out, right?
Yeah.
So it's all, what is it called? The Ghost It Sings?
The Ghost It
It's called The Ghost It Sings.
That's what it's
Yes,
called.
you're all over it.
Yeah,
The
man.
Ghost It Sings.
Someone did his
It's called
research.
The Ghost It Sings. I feel like there should be a comma in there somewhere, but
There is.
No, there isn't.
Ghost. Oh,
Comma,
there is.
comma,
No,
comma.
it's not.
The Ghost It Sings.
that is why he is
No, it isn't.
confused.
The Ghost It Sings. Say, there's no pause, man. I don't want no pauses. The Ghost
Ghost
It
ain't got grammar.
No pause.
Wait, so
Textual semicolons.
does the Ghost have grammar or not? Should there be a comma or not? What does the room say? Comma, no comma.
Okay.
No.
Nick says
Technically,
I've
there
been
should be.
changed. I've been changed. I say
Nick has
no
been
comma.
swayed.
Because it's the one you say.
Rock
The
and
Ghost It
I
Sings.
think it's a typo.
Stan says you can't put
I'm
comma
a
in
communist.
rock and roll.
Yeah, you can't
can't
put
put it-
I think you
comma.
should put an exclamation point in between the two.
No.
The
Ghost!
It's
If anything, there would be a
That's Christopher Walken.
Like
The Ghost.
dramatically
It
raising.
sings.
Yeah, and you have, as you say, you have to like dramatically raise
Wow.
a fist or a hand. The Ghost. It sings.
Spoken word.
Listen.
So Ryan and I had a little bit of a chance to chat
Question mark?
offline
The
a little bit about
Ghost sings?
influences, and some of the driving forces and influences.
And you're like one of like 5 people who's ever gotten
behind
in the wheelhouse ever.
Well, yeah, because I listened to in the Land of Wolves.
My girl.
And I heard Them Crooked Vultures in that, and I was like,
that one
man.
is probably like the
I was like, I'm
closest.
probably the only other fucking guy who's heard of Them Crooked Vultures, even though
Which is so sad.
even though
I knew them
they're a
Crooked
super
Vultures
group.
is.
They're a super group. I feel like they kind of came and went like a ship in the night. Like nobody knew really
Because
what
Dave
happened.
Grohl's in Foo Fighters, Josh Homme's, they all get their day jobs.
Which is
right?
a damn shame because Them Crooked Vultures is the best super group that's come out the last 10 years.
I honestly like that album
didn't
better
know
than
they
like
were
any of their
super
individual
group.
albums.
I don't know. I would have to go with Winery Dog.
Tyler
That's just
says,
me.
I didn't know they were a super group. John Paul Jones, Dave Grohl, Josh Homme.
The Swiss Army knife of rock music, John Paul Jones.
Seriously, right?
Let me pull out a triangle attached to a dolphin's anus. Sounds great.
Sound great.
So
He did it on purpose.
So there's a Them Crooked Vultures and Queens of the Stone Age influence driven sound on
Dude,
that record.
nailing
But
it.
How else would the group here describe the influences that went into the record?
You say what I know you guys will say. I'll fucking you're out. of the
Okay,
band.
it does it start with a Z?
Z zebra.
Nickelback.
No, you mean starts with an L and then follows
No,
up
I
with
was
a Z?
gonna say Coheed and Cambria because we always get Coheed and Cambria. Always.
I mean, now that you say it, I guess I could see it.
It's the high vocals.
The vocals?
That's because you sing high. You don't sound like
I'm a
Coheed.
eunuch.
You guys don't sound like Coheed to me.
Thank you.
Awesome.
They're way better, but you know.
Now, yeah, you got a more grungy, like
more like
gritty.
Yeah, gritty.
I
think
Code's a
people-
little more pretty.
You guys probably have this happen to you too, right? It's like you got like these core elements, and people are like, they have A, B, C, and D. Oh, that other band has A, B, and C, and D. We're totally doing it a different way, but they sing high and they got guitar riffs and shit. So it's automatically, like that. But Coheed's not a bad band to be fucking linked with. So,
So keeping score here, we got Coheed, we've got Them Crooked Vultures, we've got Queens of the Stone Age. What else?
It's funny.
goes into
Some
this?
parts to me sound like Maiden.
Maiden.
But
I
like,
could-
it's
yeah.
unintentional. It's
Now-
totally
now
unintentional.
we're talking.
But
Yeah.
you hear the harmony guitar things that we got going on every once in a while.
Now
Like,
we're talking.
it's so
Like Dancing in the Spider's Web?
Yeah,
That,
man.
ooh,
Yeah,
yeah, oh
the-
yeah, like
the
that
new
kind
one on the album
of,
called
not
Dancing in the
F,
Spider's Web.
it's kind of
So,
epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Very, very
All right,
prog rock.
that's an
sort of.
interesting little
But,
combination there.
Not that we sound like Maiden, just like there's some parts
Right,
in there that
and then what we all bring to the table, because we all got like such a wide, varied batch of influences, even though like the song style sounds the same.
Yeah, like your mom.
Like, oh Jesus. But like,
his mom's a really nice lady. I'm sorry.
Damn you.
I was only kidding.
Shout out to Brian's mom.
Shout out to
Dude, your
Brian's
mom is best in the key of the
I think
A.
somebody said Alex said Cannibal Corpse. I heard that. I totally
Cannibal
heard that
Corpse,
when I
right.
listened.
It's
I
the
heard
vocals, mostly.
I heard it. Like I don't know. You guys.
What's
hear
Cannibal? I don't know.
Yeah,
That sounds fucking like
just
fuck
be
the
just
body.
be ignorant. You're okay.
Fucked with a hammer smashed face.
Hammer
Oh,
smash.
oh God! Tony
Vaginal
Tony Madden said heavy wolf, heavy wolf mother, and I agree with that. That was that's kind of a dark horse one. Yeah, I can get on board with that.
Shout out to J Rock.
I only heard their first album.
What's up, my man?
J Rock's on board.
J-Rock is watching. What's up,
J-Rock?
What's up, J-Rock?
Now we're in elite company here.
It's real.
And
It's
Tony,
official.
love you,
I
brother.
love you, John.
So, all right,
Tony Madden?
Tony Madden.
Hey, what's up, man?
Any
my
relation
boy.
to any relation to John Madden? Anybody? No.
Yeah.
I just mentioned one sports reference.
Bless you.
John Madden.
His allergies are acting
One-
up
Sorry, I
again.
had a seizure.
One sports reference and the room goes silent and everybody leaves.
No, John Madden, I got you.
I'll stop. What's a
Sport ball?
sports? Well, sports is a football. You do the thing of the ball.
Oh,
Let's
geez.
talk about us again.
So influences on the record, but what about influences personally that kind of drive the band
Jake
itself as a
Jensen,
general?
who's that? It says he's watching.
Drive the band or us?
Just us personally, or like what do you think we bring to the band? Like,
It could be both.
You guys bring.
Tell me about what you guys are influenced by, like growing up, bringing it to the band.
I'm Boney Nee.
Brian loves like 80s fucking like heavy metal shit. That's what Brian's into.
Like 80s,
Awesome.
80s
King's
metal,
X.
90s grunge. King's X is like, yeah, okay, like
Candlebox.
King's X, Candlebox, Alice in Chains, and Megadeth. That like puts me
Awesome.
in like a little bubble. That's the
You
Brian bubble.
pinged one
Jeff,
of my
give him
top
three.
four.
Go.
Megadeth.
Give him three.
Yes.
Go. Three influences. Go.
I'm just
Jeff, go.
I'm just gonna do one. I picked up a bass because of Primus.
Okay.
I heard Tommy the Cat, and I was like,
Alright.
you could do that on the bass. I'll try bass.
cool.
Nick, give him
Yeah.
three. Go.
That's amazing.
3. AC/DC, Motorhead, Jimi Hendrix.
Oh.
All right.
There you go.
And what was yours?
Queens of the Stone Age, Foo Fighters, Led Zeppelin.
All right.
guys are
All
quick.
right. Very cool. So.
Yes,
Yeah,
Led Zeppelin.
They practice
It's like
they
you know
rehearse
those
the,
bands.
yeah,
It's
That's right.
it's like they rehearse
he
that.
mentions
But
like me.
who
So
the fuck knows
who the fuck
Motorhead?
knows?
You know what I
you've been-
mean?
It's like you've been asked before.
Hell yeah.
very cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut to a break here in a second, and during that break, they're gonna be hearing a song called "Silver Tongue" by you guys.
Ooh, yeah.
Really quick before we
I had nothing to do with that. I
before
swear.
we-
He told me.
before we part to that break, so where can fans find the music? If they
Jeff,
wanna
pimp
hear
it.
SoundCloud,
Pimpadelic, baby.
YouTube, soon on Spotify and Google
You said
Play.
soon on Spotify or soon on YouTube?
This month on
Soon on
Spotify.
Spotify.
This month
Yeah,
on Spotify.
For sure.
Sweet.
Right now we have our full EP. It's on YouTube and also SoundCloud. The new one you can only get at our shows for now. Soon Spotify.
Yeah, so check them out live.
And
Yes,
then,
please.
and then Facebook.
Oh yes,
Cool
and
Curses.
live in venues everywhere around the
Yeah,
world.
Brass Mug on Saturday.
Brass Mug on Saturday.
people
That is not a
sweet.
cheap plug. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut to Silver Tongue. We'll be back in just a second here to field some commentary. That's always
Fix
fun.
the cameras.
We'll try to fix our cameras so we can get a close shot of these guys.
You don't want that.
Back after a
And then
whirl.
we'll play a game. So this is Silver Tongue, Cruel Curses. We'll be back in a flash here in DTPtv.
To keep you waiting until
All right, we're back here on DTPtv. I made a mistake. That was actually In the Land of Wolves, and not
you're gonna let him guess it.
and not Silver Tongue. So my mistake there on that. I hope
Silver
everybody
Tongue
can
Devil.
forgive me. And so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into some comments here in just a second. Before we do, really quick, just a cheap plug on our end. If you happen to be catching our replay later, you will be doing so on the IRN Broadcast Network.
Thank you, Stan.
That is
Thank
the
you,
that is
Stan.
the internet radio network, which we've been picked up on. So this is obviously the live version that you're catching in, tuning into here.
Certain areas.
So this means
Got a
that
few licenses.
The
Ottoman Empire.
this means that if you're catching us on the IRN, please go ahead and just find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Give us a follow. Help us build this thing so we can keep putting a spotlight on our local musicians. Yeah, and that means that we are officially radio personalities.
Yeah, we don't get paid.
Ooh.
It's all good.
You're on the radio. The personality is
I'm an official groupie then. That's
All right, so
let's. You're already on the couch.
All right.
This is my spot.
No wonder that couch was so sticky.
Well put. Well
It
put.
just swoops down into it.
So all right, so we're here back with Cruel Curses. We just got done hearing.
we got our camera back.
We got the camera back.
Oh, look at his crotch.
He's got a crotch shot. He's got a crotch shot.
It's
So
drummer crotch
Is it
shot.
really?
It's the only time you'll see the drummer's
Where do
crotch.
I keep my drumsticks?
it is the only time. It's the only time you'll see the drummer's crotch. Says Stan.
And
Did
the
Stan say
backup
that?
singer, Urethra Franklin. I'm sorry.
Let's play that.
Too soon,
You
man.
don't get to talk for the next 60 seconds. Time out.
He killed the room. He's in timeout. So that was In the Land of Wolves by Cruel Curses, who we're here with now. Let's go ahead and jump into. Why don't we jump into some comments here? I'm gonna try to catch. I'm gonna try to catch what we can. So somebody said. I think I heard somebody say somebody just randomly typed Cannibal Corpse into the chat box, which I'm not really sure what that was in response to.
Fucked with a knife.
Stan, was that you? Wow.
I don't know how to spell cannibal.
There's a lot of people talking.
There's everybody talking. Tony Madden said this sounds like Heavy Wolf Mother. We heard
John
that.
Madden?
That was cool. John Madden.
That's John's brother, Tony.
Alex Montalvo says how many Red Bull? He says question. How many Red Bull did guitar player drink on a day? Too much energy.
Man, zero.
I read it like it was typed. I'm sorry.
He uses sweat to make Red Bull.
Don't worry, I speak Jack.
Exactly. What do you think?
Yes, God, I'm comfortable for one. That's my only.
So, J-Rock's in the house. Gives a thumbs up. What's up, J-Rock? What's up, man?
I'll give him a
Says,
thumbs
hey
up.
guys.
Yeah.
He says, "Hey guys." We say, "Hey man."
Hey Jay.
Hey dude.
Hey Jay.
Hey dude.
Hey Jude.
Chelsea Scott says, "Badass song." I agree.
Yay, that's my wife.
Chelsea.
That's my wiffy.
Mo
My mom
DeFranzo says,
Mo.
"What
My
up?"
wife would never comment.
Aside from
Mo
the-
DeFranzo.
Why ain't the dishes done?
And Austin Baxter says, "This song though."
What does that mean? What does that mean?
This song though, it's a good
This song though, like I.
Come on, man, get woke.
It feels like it's not.
Come on, man. You're not that old.
It's like I
just don't understand
strongly
that means a good
back
thing?
this. Like I feel urgently about the
They
way
think
this
that
makes
this song
me
is
feel.
lit.
Ryan doesn't get out of the
Yeah,
house
it's
very
lit,
often,
as they say.
so
Well done.
cut him a little.
Right, thank
slack.
you.
That's the lingo now.
Slack.
Yeah.
And Stan says, "What up, Sean?" Who's Sean?
Stan, you can just tell him.
He's in the room.
Who's Stan?
Just tell him.
Stan, you got a mic,
Stan
damn it,
who?
talk.
It's this
He says
guy.
Sean Lowers is what? I don't shout out. I leave that to these
Shout out.
I'm just Stan. Know your place. Shut up.
Sean,
So
Damn it!
What's up, Sean?
I've
so
been part of this show so many times.
why don't we do a game?
Yes.
Okay.
Why don't we make ourselves look like assholes?
Not ourselves.
I am what I
Why don't
eat.
we make them look like assholes?
They
Yeah!
want
Not hard.
fucking robots. I
They-
don't know.
Maybe we'll do a bonus round of Rock'em Sock'em, like the top two.
The
of heads
winner
up.
can play Rock'em Sock'em. Want to do that?
Yeah.
I like playing Milk the Tyler.
What's going on over there? What's happening?
How do you win?
John
Go faster.
I was gonna say, the winner gets the Milk Tyler. The winner gets the Milk Tyler. The loser gets the Milk Tyler.
I think the
Loser gets the
winner.
milk Tyler.
What the fuck?
The
You gotta
winner
call him mommy the whole time you're
gets the
doing it.
Milk.
Mama.
You mean like
Tyler.
normal then?
Oh, this
There's
is.
Ursa Tyler. That was
All right,
really
let the
bad.
man talk.
Yeah,
This just got very dark.
Whose show is this?
I know.
This just
You
got
fucking
very
made a
dark.
mistake having us on.
I told him.
Yeah. We're just gonna leave it on crotch cam while it's working. So All right, so who's got the heads up game ready?
I got it ready.
All right,
What's
so
heads up? My phone's dead.
so the way that heads up works
It's like
is you basically it's like charades, but like the iPhone, like
Fucking love
it's like the
this
2018 12-year-old little girl version of charades.
So basically,
So-
if it's a pass on something, it's up, and if you get it right,
he knows.
So you
I'm all about this shit.
you put it on.
Don't
your-
look at the fucking camera,
and then
though.
do
You can't
movies.
see it.
Movies is the best category.
You put the thing on your head,
There
and
we
then
go.
everybody in the room guesses it. He's all ready. So let's
All
go.
right, let's fucking do this, y'all. Is it going?
Plays in two bands. What do you
Get
think?
ready, buddy.
All right.
Johnny Depp, Headless Horseman.
Oh,
Throwing the pumpkin.
Yes.
Up.
All right.
No, no, no.
Down.
Sully and Mike Wazowski.
That's Mikey, Monster
The
Inc.
second one.
All right, we'll give it to him. We'll give
Robert De Niro, lots of
I don't know.
tattoos.
I don't know.
A boat.
There's a horror movie. There's a horror movie.
A body of water, and I'm scared.
What
Pass.
Superman wears in
Pass.
the
Too much time. Too much time. Jessica.
What we did on the tour.
Jessica Parker.
What?
Jessica Parker. Jessica Parker.
A show about 5 horrors.
Jessica Parker. New York
New York
City.
City.
Oh, Sex in the City.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You got it. It's fine. It's fine.
You came to me on my daughter's wedding day.
Marlon
Oh,
Brando.
Godfather.
Yes.
Godfather.
This is pass.
Whitney
This is
Houston
tough.
before she did too much coke.
The aardvark. The aardvark.
He pulled it from the sword. The guy who pulled it from the sword.
King. Oh,
King.
King.
I was like, a little penis.
King
Same
Tut.
fucking thing.
Pass.
Pass that shit, Julia Roberts.
They're made of metal. They're gonna take over the world.
R2D2.
All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we
Five.
got here.
You got 5.
I got five.
He gets one more
What was
than
that
that.
last
He passed one on accident.
All right,
Yeah.
so 6.
No,
Oh,
he
no,
passed one
5.
on accident.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
All right,
the
Jeff's
weight.
up.
So the pace is
Ooh,
5.
close up.
Nick's got 5. The pace is 5 here. So
All right, Jeff, you're up, brother.
What was
Keep
that?
up
Jeff-
with Nick's pace.
Star Wars?
I dare you.
Jeff is a man with a
Place
plan.
the
Jeff doesn't
All right,
watch
we're ready.
movies.
We're getting ready here.
Oh, robots.
Jeff
Yeah.
is a man
I
with a
don't know
plan.
movies. What's pass?
Sorry. Pass that up.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
wait, oh, you passed. Okay.
What the
fuck?
fuck?
Oh, the guy.
The mask, and he stabs people, it looks like a ghost. Yes,
Yeah, down. All right, he's got one.
It's a
It's a
desert
place
in
in
Africa.
Africa. Desert.
A desert in Africa.
Big
Most famous
one.
desert in the world.
Big fucking desert in Africa. Right with malaria.
The hills are alive with the...
Oh,
Male Gigolo.
Gigolo.
Yes.
Yes. 3.
Tom Cruise, my boyfriend.
We got
That's creepy.
Just fucking pass.
It's a bird that flies in the
Shia
sky. Very
LaBeouf.
American.
Shia LaBeouf.
If you can see a little
Old
distance, you have
90s
a
movie.
Eagle.
Eagle Eye.
Yeah.
90s, it was like 2006.
Down.
Down. What the fuck's going on? Fix it.
Oh God, what have I done?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What did it say?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
I'll be in my trailer.
Chris got a
Talk
tweet.
about this. You're not allowed to press buttons.
How many is that? 4 or 5?
How to increase your blood pressure?
He broke the app. He broke the app. He broke the app.
Don't press buttons anymore.
Oh, it's asking me to do
Play
things.
and put on your head.
Place on
Here
forehead.
we go.
Social security number.
Get ready.
You ready?
Wait, down is good.
Denzel Washington.
I feel like I've
sees
seen
things
this
over and
before.
over again.
I feel like I've seen this before.
French phrase.
Deja vu.
Yes, there you go.
1.
King Kong.
Loki's taking over the
Statue
world.
of Liberty.
Yes.
Alright.
Pass.
Pass. That sucks.
Pass.
Okay, we can't find where we're going in outer...
What are you if you're up there?
Danger.
Lost in space.
Yeah. Okay,
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Walk the line.
Yes, there you go.
Ow, my nose.
Jason Sudeikis, Charlie Day.
You just
Three
quit
guys.
this.
They hate the people.
Horrible bosses.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, he's on a roll. Pass.
What the fuck?
Oh, pass that.
Adam Sandler.
Little Nicky.
No.
Adam Sandler.
One fucking person at a time.
The opposite of small mommy.
Tall Dad. Big Daddy. Fuck, did I do that? Fuck, I got that right.
You suck my.
You suck my what?
You sank my...
Battleship.
You got it. No, it's out. It's out.
Six.
All right, so okay.
Just
Hold on.
Excellent.
Right in the lead.
Don't
You're
leave
in the
me
lead.
hanging,
All right. Before we start, it's very close. We've got the score here. You can't see it. Almost. Nope.
Pass is up.
There it is.
Correct is down.
Ryan Pace is at 6.
4. All right.
Can Brian do it?
Come on, Brian.
We will find out.
I believe in you.
Shut up.
All right, so hold on. All right, we ready? All right, hit play.
I knew about the grapes of wrath.
All right, here we go.
All right, so pass is up.
Passes up.
Passes up.
Ready?
Passes down.
Okay.
Now you don't.
What does a magician say? He says
can't say
blank.
that.
and now you don't.
Pass.
See it now, you don't.
Oh,
See me now. Now you see me.
Yeah.
Down. Okay.
It was a video game.
Ottoman Empire.
It was a video game. He's
son.
he's in the desert and he's the king's son of
on
what?
buildings.
Scorpion King.
He's the king's son of what?
No, never mind. Fuck it.
No, we did. This is you and I.
It's a movie
It's
about
autobiographical.
rape and
There's a lot of sex.
Being
beard.
A book about anal.
It's very similar.
Damn
I
it.
would have said 49
Grey's
Shades of
Anatomy?
Black.
Oh, 50 Shades of Grey.
What?
Yeah, there you go.
That's not cheating. Shut up.
John Travolta. He's a producer.
A producer.
He's a producer.
Dress
Hitman.
is real sharp. He's
He's a
not
producer.
tall, but
Hitman.
he's-
Short. Oh, get short.
Yeah.
Get
Get what?
He said it.
Get
He
short.
All right, I'll give it to him.
Yeah. Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
Ow! What are you doing? You're born. You got nothing else. You're just.
Matthew McConaughey. Black guys killed people.
Don't be racist.
I did. I'm not.
All right.
It sounds
We'll
up.
edit that. We'll edit that.
He said black.
We'll edit that.
It's the absence of color.
Oh, that sucked. I only got what, 3? That was pretty.
There's only 9 people watching. We're good.
50 Shades of Racist. All right, well, I take the losing end on that one.
All right, so Ryan won that one, obviously.
But wait, guys, can we take an advantage?
I get to milk Tyler.
Let's take a nice picture. You guys ready?
Oh, just taking a picture of what?
You know that's a video.
It's kind of just video.
That is a
We'll send it to
video.
you.
But now you have a still.
I don't know if that's how that works.
I was trying to get the milk in the picture.
Something, I don't know.
We can get it screenshotted.
Yeah, we'll
Oh no,
screenshot
he
that.
won.
We've got technology.
So he has to milk you.
Ryan won. Yeah, he gets to milk
Or no,
Tyler.
I literally thought you were gonna go like,
Or
you
does
know,
he
like.
have to milk you?
Wait,
Fucking-
Ryan gets to milk Tyler. Does this happen now or during the after party?
Is this the...
Immediately.
I have nipples,
All right,
Greg.
get over here
Can
to
you
the
milk
crotch
me?
Crotch cam.
Let him milk you.
This is awkward, guys.
I know that movie. How come I didn't get that one?
All right, so
Now it's like Murder the Cow.
what's going on?
Where's the show?
Did I
Utterly great music.
Did I what? Did I
Black
what?
Cape Bojangles.
I think the cameras look great.
I think the cameras look
I think
good.
the cameras look awesome.
So, all right, so Ryan has
Please, sir, give
been
me your
declared. Ryan has been declared our victor of movie version of Heads Up. So
I have a couch. I sit on it, and what I do when I sit on that couch is masturbate and watch movies. Hi, Mom.
that wasn't.
Matthew McConaughey takes his
No,
shirt off in his
but
woodworking time.
nobody. Nobody introed you for a speech. Why did you do that?
I thought it was needed.
It just got tense.
All right. Let the interview continue.
Interview them for the interview.
Sorry, guys.
Oh
Marching
my God!
You
What
should've-
is?
We're never coming
This
back.
is
We're
dark.
never coming back.
So Ryan has won. Ryan has won movie version Heads Up, and his prize is that he gets to milk Tyler. So
Yay.
that's gonna happen during the
wins.
after party. Maybe we'll catch it on film.
I will
You
film
gotta
that
pay
happen.
extra to see that.
Maybe we won't. You
Wow.
gotta pay extra.
Okay.
It's like the donkey
Yeah,
show.
you have to pay extra.
Oh,
You have to pay
you just
something.
can't look away.
You pay something.
I'm gonna Facebook Live that.
What is going on tonight? Anyway,
So, what's wrong, Carson? I got this handle.
so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut to another song here,
Oh boy.
and I need to.
Which one is it?
This one is not Silver
Wait,
Tongue.
this
It's
one
called
is it?
Silver
This
Tongue.
one
He has no idea.
Silver tongue.
I'm sorry.
Silver
It's called
tongue.
Tyler's tongue.
Milking the cow. Milking the cow.
These guys are hosting the show, and I'm not.
We're such dicks. I'm so
So,
sorry.
what is the name of the song? You tell them. I will allow you to intro the song, and then I will
They
move
don't
to
know
the
what song
song.
it is. What song is it, Carson?
It's called Silver Tongue.
Okay.
That's
Is it
Silver
really
Tongue.
though?
Potentially.
Because we've had a bad history so far.
We're 0 for 1. Not that bad.
Oh my God! All right, this song is called Silver Tongue. We're
Oh,
gonna.
for one,
We're
not
gonna.
bad.
I've
Oh
been
my
to
gosh!
one
Plenty of
before.
time to catch up on that.
This poor guy, he's trying to be serious.
This
We're all
guy's
there.
trying to. Be
We're
serious.
definitely deviating from the
These
plan.
guys are exhausted.
Deviate the plan at 7:01.
These guys are
Deviate the
exhausted.
podcast.
Alright, sorry. I'm
We-
drinking up.
We're gonna cut to a song called "Silver Tongue" by Cruel Curses. When we get back, they will be putting on a live in-studio performance
wrong,
for us to
Tyler?
check out. Tyler is losing his shit.
He's
and
losing his milk.
I was adopted. This is why.
all right. Silver Tongue,
can't
Cruel
find a
Curses.
judge.
We'll be back here in just a few.
I just feel bad. You warned him, right?
And we're clear.
Of course. What kind of fucking interview? The poor guy tried.
Clear.
I don't know.
I give you major credit.
Clear.
Our last video is not resuming, so.
And we're clear.
Clear?
And we're clear. We're clear?
And we're ever clear.
Everybody be quiet while we try to figure out our video.
No!
All right, we're back here with Cruel Curses in studio. They're going to hit us with a live in-studio performance coming up here in just a sec. We got Cruel Curses live right now. Yeah, you...
Hold on.
My knees. I don't want to sing too loud. I want to sing it till I'm
flying, and I'm like, I gotta sing a chorus.
You still rocked it.
I'm having. Hold on, my pedal's acting up.
Yeah. Damn it, man.
Woo!
So you guys get to hear the bass solo.
I heard it great.
Mean hexes. So we're just like watching.
I felt it.
Okay, good. That's what
I felt it. I've never heard that. What's next? Feel it. Let's look at these guys.
Fire.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Everybody can hear us.
You're gonna play some more songs, right?
We ready for another one?
Gunshot.
Mom. Maybe.
Maybe later.
How much more? How many more can we do? What do you want us to do?
Whatever the fuck you want.
Don't tell me that.
Clear early in the Bobby Beer show.
Okay.
We're at 16 left. We're all views.
They call it wicked love. They never told you that they'd let you go. Now you're all on show. Call it wicked love. What's left of you will always be that gone. That's not for sure. My boy and I are stuck tonight. You're on the wrong step, boy. Now say yeah. Ooh, you say call it wicked love. You were so dangerous, you not let go. But you're not for sure. You call it wicked love. What's left of you will always be that no, not I'm not for sure. I must be out of my mind. I must be out of my time. I'm dreaming this life from hell is bluest sky. Hey, tell me all about this wicked love, this guy. You cry, you now screaming. It must be wicked love. Oh yeah, tell me all about this wicked love, this guy. You cry, you now sing. It must be wicked love. Jeff, they want to talk to you. Call it wicked love, it was always meant to be. Now we were born to love, fade out infinity. All of these cookie eyes, they're spinning out too far. I tried to catch them, but I only let it didn't get far. I must be out of my mind. I must be out of my depth. I must be out of my mind. I must be out of my depth. I must be losing time. Tell me all about this wicked love, this guy. You're crying it out, sing yeah. It must be wicked love. Oh yeah. Tell me all about this wicked love, this guy. You're crying it out, sing yeah.
tell me there are.
Do one more.
Stan, Robbie Lynch wants Stan to get in a dance.
We need one more song.
All right.
One more song. Everyone's loving it, dude.
Let's take a vote then, because this is always fun. Do you guys want to?
vote? You're all saying one more song.
One more song.
Encore. Encore.
Oh, hold on now.
Hold on.
This isn't up to you.
One more song.
I am thunder. I am thunder.
All right. Fuck it, Thunder. He's the only one.
I have the power. I have the power.
Fuck you, Robbie. I'll break you.
Jeff. Yeah, keep it up. It sounds much better with those two.
Doug says one more song. So that's
Everybody says one more song.
Doug Bailey, Slingshot?
Yeah.
Nice. What's up, Doug?
Actually, Tony says yes. Tone says I am thunder. He's
Sven said Freebird.
Sven says Freebird.
Well, Sven can suck a dick.
Mr. Cooter.
Yeah.
We don't know that he hasn't.
So, for anybody who cares, this is a song off our first EP.
Steve.
What?
Scuba Steve.
Who's Sven? Yeah, it's his real name, Steven. I just found out.
Seriously?
Like a week ago.
What?
Like a week ago. I just found out his name is
Get out of here. Get out of here. No way. That's not true. That's not true.
Thank you, everybody. This is our last song. Tip your bartenders.
No! That's impossible!
Whole clock knockout though. What about him? You guys should get them.
I already talked to him about it.
We'll reach out.
We're trying, dude. We're trying best we can, alright?
It's every 2
No, I
weeks,
mean,
bro.
Call him out right now. 4 o'clock.
We good? That's the wrong song.
I'm thunder.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, you're the right one, Carson. That fucks it up.
He was testing everyone.
There we go. Let's take a left. You're right.
Just when you will be done, letting nothing break for with the river, when you go with the sword, when you go with the river. High, hold your head up high, hold you down in the river, sing hold your head up high, hold your head up high, hold your head up high, hold you down to the river, hold your head up high, hold your head up high, hold your head up high. I want to pretend to play a guitar solo.
All right. We're going to put our mic back on here. All right, that was Cruel Curses rocking it out in the house, man. That was freaking awesome. That was so insane. Oh, that was so good. Everybody, come on. Get over here for a roundup. Roundup, close it out. All right, everybody's rounding up on the casting couch here. Real quick, catch DTPtv. Catch DTPtv. You might be listening to us on the IRN broadcast network, Internet Radio Network. Find us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. You can find us there. We are DTPtv. This was Cruel Curses, our guest in studio. Next time, we've got the time frame. We've got the time framed on September 19th, but this has been Cruel Curses. Freaking awesome show, guys. Hell yeah. I like it a lot. All right. That's it. We're done. Oh, man. That was fucking sweet.
I am very wet, yes. Good job, guys. Thank you.